Hey everybody, this is Extreme Travesty. Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc School Mode. In the last episode, we finished off Mondo Owada's report card, and we actually finished off the last class goal. And in this episode, we got started on the new class goal, and we are also going to be working on Taka's report card. So we're just going to skip ahead to where we meet up with Taka for a sec. Alright, so we are going to be spending the rest of the time with Taka in this episode and get his report card finished. What's that? You want to hear what I've got to say? Now, I did check just to make sure that I had not done anything with him in the main game, and I have not. So,
quiet down and listen!
Very well. I've got many theories on many topics, and I'll share them all with you. So anyway, that means I do not have to give him a gift for his first visit. So I can just skip it on this one. So we grew a little closer, which is fine, and since I already said that this was the first one, we will not give him a gift. Hey Makoto, as long as we're talking, let's really talk. What do you say? Huh? Oh, sure, that's fine. Excellent.
You hear me?
Then let's get down to brass tacks and find out where we stand on all the big issues. So, what should we discuss? Politics? The economy? International affairs? Wait, hold on. Instead of a big serious discussion, can't we just have a normal conversation? That's the best way to learn about people, I think. What do you mean by a normal conversation? Well, for example, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Listen to me!
Study, of course. I'm a student, aren't I? A student must be a studying professional. And of course, my duties as the chairperson of the Morals Committee keep me quite busy as well.
You understand?
It's my duty to foster an environment in which we can all focus on our studies. Okay, but what else? Like when you're at home, or you just have some time to kill? If I have time to kill, I study. I see. This is fun. Okay, my turn. Makoto, what do you like to do in your spare time? You know, just normal stuff. Watch TV, play video games. And this helps you study how? No, it's not about studying. It's just for fun, you know?
That's wrong!
But doing things just for fun serves no purpose. There must be more to it. You wouldn't spend your valuable time doing something useless, would you? He can insist all he wants, but in the end... But maybe there is a good reason, like getting into something and talking to people about it. So maybe... Well, it's... Relating to your friends is the best answer. You know how it's useful? Help gives you something to talk about with other people. Something to talk about? Like when you see something awesome on TV or some awesome game and you want to share it with someone. You find other people who feel the same way, and that's how you make friends. See?
This is ridiculous!
I once was blind, but now I see. What the heck?
How unfortunate.
That kind of thing has plagued me for years. I've tried making friends, but whenever I would make a conversation, it would die after a few minutes. And now, I finally found the answer.
I see!
I need to study more games, more TV shows. No, you don't need to study them. I'm so ashamed of myself. There was a hole somewhere around here, I'd totally go hide in it. I let it get to me. I wasted all that time. I never saw the blind spot in my studies. I'm a complete embarrassment. I'm not qualified to even be in the Morals Committee, let alone lead it. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Thank you, Professor Makoto. Professor? You've taught me a most valuable lesson. You've earned my respect and the title of Professor. That's gonna make things super awkward. There's no need to be modest, Professor. I can't wait for your next lesson, and until then, I will strive to learn as much as I can on my own. Well then, Professor, by your leave. Without waiting for a reply, Taka ran off. Professor. Although thinking about it, I didn't totally hate it. Professor Makoto. Yeah, sounds kind of strange, but at the same time, it's a little empowering. A tentative influence skill. Alright, cool. Well, I head back to my room, and the reason I'm not skipping the announcement this time, and you'll see in a little bit.
This is a...
We get it,
Okay,
Monokuma.
then.
We're going to bed. Cool. The reason is it's a holiday. Day 14.
Yes, indeed.
Your weekly day off. Woo! Yay. Yeah, I let that one go by pretty fast, but we already know that for every off day that we get, which is every 7 days, we get 2 free time moments. So of course, we're going to be spending both of those times with Taka to finish his report card. And the reason I'm not cutting is because of that. We're just going to go straight into what we can do. Sounds good. If it were anyone else, no way. But I don't mind sharing some of my valuable time with you. I really got to learn to speak English better. Hurts my mouth because I talk too fast. But I have to. It's reading. So now we're going to give him a present. And I will also flash those gifts on screen, but I will also say that the best gifts to give him are the MAC gloves, the red scarf, the Adorable Reactions collection. I don't think that's what it really is. And the chin drill. So I'll give him this. I don't remember what I gave him because I wasn't paying attention, but yeah. Wanted to tell you something for a while now, Makoto.
You hear me?
Now it's just the 2 of us. This is the perfect time to confess. Huh? Listen, Makoto, your hoodie is awesome. Thanks. You have really amazing fashion sense. Now wearing a hoodie under your school uniform. Your public morals are ruined. Just absolutely ruined. Sorry. Did I do something wrong? The dress code was pretty flexible at my old school.
You understand?
Well, that's not the case here at Hope's Peak Academy. As long as I live, I will protect our morals. Take off that incredibly stylish hoodie this instant. Right now?
That's enough!
Of course. Crap. Taka seems to be taking this really seriously. Well, better come with a good excuse or I might actually have to give him my hoodie. As funny as all of them are, the answer is makeshift hard hat. But this is the next best thing to a hard hat. A hard hat? Yeah, I mean, the school's really dangerous, you know? There's no telling what might happen. So, like, just in case, you know? You may have a point there. I do. I totally do. Well, if it's for your own safety, I suppose I can give you special permission. Just this once.
You hear me?
But the instant the school goes back to normal, you will hand over that amazingly cool hoodie. Yeah, you got it. Students these days are utterly ignorant of proper dress code. It's quite a pain. And frankly, I don't understand youth fashion these days anyway.
Listen to me!
So this is a perfect opportunity for me to teach you all about how you should be dressing. Huh? Getting fashion advice from Taka is, well, let's just say unexpected.
You understand?
I wear this uniform 365 days a year, rain or shine, flood or drought, wind and hail and hurricane. Even on your days off? Even on holidays?
Count on it!
School itself may observe holidays, but there's no such thing as vacation for a student. So as long as I live the life of a student, I will always wear my uniform. I see. Also, I have 10 sets of my uniform, so I always have a clean one. There's nothing strange about that. No, I'd say wearing your uniform when you're not at school is totally strange. I better keep that to myself, though. Trust me, wearing a uniform every day helps keep you motivated. You should give it a shot. Taka's exactly the kind of guy I thought he was. Yeah, he is. So I think if I remember correctly, I missed it because I was looking away from the screen because I am still doing post-commentary. But I'm pretty sure I gave him a red scarf because Max gloves, I already gave those away in an earlier episode, so I didn't have that. I think I gave the red scarf. I'm pretty sure. Future me, future me that's not a long time ago. Could you tell me if I gave him the red scarf or not and I just missed it? Cool, thanks. Well, I suppose you should take a break once in a while. Let's partake of some of my delicious tea. What's everybody with tea nowadays? I mean, I get it's relaxing and that, but everybody wants it. Oh well, I guess I don't understand because I don't drink it. Alright, giving him a present. Let's see if I can remember what I was giving him this time. Pretty sure... Yes, it was the Adorable Reactions collection. Okay, it is that. Very impressive. I should thank you for this, so thanks. Okay, yeah. I'm weak, Makoto. So very weak. What happened? Haven't you realized the school is missing something of utmost importance? Textbooks, classes. Oh, can't say I really missed that stuff. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I'm freaking out. As we speak, we're being left in the dust by other students our age. I'm totally freaking out. Makoto, what should I do? If I keep involuntarily skipping class like this, I'm gonna reach dunce status in no time. It's really not that big a deal. Just calm down. You were always at the top of your class at a private school you used to go to, right? I mean, you're basically genius level. So even if you miss a few classes, it's not the same as just some ordinary kid ditching. Genius? Don't say that. Huh? I'm no genius. I'm a normal person, just like anyone else. I'm from a middle-class family, you know? Actually, they're not even middle class.
You hear me?
That's why I have to push so hard. I have to knock down that wall. It's not geniuses that change the world. It's ordinary people who make every effort they can. And to prove that, I have to keep on making effort after effort after effort.
Got it.
So don't call me a genius. Don't lump me in with those lazy clods who don't put in any effort. Sorry, it's not what I was trying to do. No, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. But I only said all that because you and me are the same. You and me, we're just normal people. We know what it means to have to make an effort. That's why I want you to know exactly how I feel. I understand.
In other words,
And that's why I'm so passionate about my work on the Morals Committee. I want to create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to give it everything they've got.
you hear me?
That's why I put all my blood, sweat, and tears into creating that kind of environment. I want everyone else to understand that too. In the end, you can't succeed if you don't try. Anyone who says differently is selling something.
Got it.
Effort is everything. That's the only way to fix anything in this world. And I have to prove that to all the ordinary people out there so they'll keep on trying. I have to become the ordinary man who can surpass any genius. Those are the feelings I carried with me when I entered Hope's Peak Academy. But now that I'm trapped in here, I've been robbed of the opportunity to make that effort. So now what am I supposed to do? Taka? Sorry, Makoto. I didn't mean to make you listen to my pathetic complaining. No, it's not pathetic at all. I can totally understand why you'd be upset. You obviously feel really strongly about this. I really hope you don't give up hope and start to lose track of what you want to do. If you really believe that effort is what matters, then you can't give up, right? Because if you can't make that effort, then what do you have left? I think until you said that just now, I'd totally forgotten what I was here for. The foundation of effort is the will to never give up. You're right. I have to try, no matter the situation, even without classes, without assignments. I can just look back at what I've learned already and reinforce those basic principles. Yeah, good idea. I'm glad we had this talk, Makoto. Wow, I feel so much better getting all that off my chest. As my way to say thanks, next time I buckle down for a study session, I'll make sure to invite you.
You understand?
Let's work together as fellow ordinary people to show those geniuses who's boss. His face filled with the unwavering confidence I was used to seeing from him. I feel like maybe I'm starting to understand him a little better. But I still think he might be a genius. Specifically, he's a genius when it comes to effort. Still, I did notice one thing. He seems to have a lot of hostility toward the idea of someone being a genius. Is there some reason he feels that way? Well, we might find out soon. And Steel Patience skill. Another interesting skill to have. So we're gonna jump. to another Taka session. Might be the last one if I remember correctly. Suppose you take okay, he wants to have tea again. Okay, we'll have some more tea, why not? Alright, give him his last gift. Since I've already used the other three, the only one that seemed to be left was the chin drill. So, now I have to find it, that's the thing. There it is. Right there. I have another one yet. Are you sure I can have such a splendid gift? Thank you so very much, Makoto. He says something different there, too.
Listen to me!
Would you like to study with me, Makoto? Just the two of us? Come to my room. If there's anything you don't understand, I'm a very attentive teacher. I think I messed up the word on the original part. I don't think I need you to be all that attentive. Sure, you don't mind if I stop by? Of course not. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, in the original recording, I think I messed up some shit. With Taka leading the way, we headed to his room.
Hey!
Welcome, Makoto. You're the first guest I've invited to my room. Now that we're here, let me pose to you a question. Question? Don't worry, no studying required. This is the most basic of basic questions. Very straightforward. Haha, this should be no challenge for you. Very easy, I assure you. Stop saying how easy it's gonna be. That just puts even more pressure on me. Okay, here we go. What country first established 0 as a numerical concept? 0 as a number, right? Pretty sure that came from an Asian country. And to be honest, at first I did not know the answer. But after a while of looking up stuff, the answer is India. It was India, wasn't it? Correct. Good job, Makoto. I had faith in you and you came through for me.
You hear me?
Seeing you get excited is getting me excited. Let's stack our effort one on top of the other and show those self-centered genius jerks what for. Hey, I'm Taka.
What are you talking about?
Yeah? Well, just noticed. You seem to really hate the idea of geniuses. I guess I feel like they're just my sworn enemy, you know? Huh? But you hit the nail on the head. You're pretty sharp. But why? There's someone I respect, someone I hate, someone I have to surpass. Because he was a genius. What?
In other words...
Toranosuke Ishimaru. Do you recognize that name? He was my grandfather. He was once Prime Minister of Japan. He was your grandpa? He went from Minister of Foreign Affairs to Chief Cabinet Secretary and finally Prime Minister. And all without any support network and only a high school degree. He was simply a genius. Everything he did without any effort. Sounds like an amazing person. And he was your grandfather?
Count on it!
He was a genius. He'd never known failure. His success was unimaginable to a normal person. But because of that, he allowed himself to be controlled by naive emotions and got roped into a corruption scandal. He had no idea what the world of geniuses was really like. At least that's how I see it. At that point, he fell just as fast as he had risen. And it wasn't just in politics. The business world had no use for him anymore and he plummeted. The debt he left behind torments my family to this day. He died a few years ago. By the end, he wasn't speaking to anyone. Despite his fame, his legacy, the only people who came to his funeral were family members. That's hard to imagine.
You hear me?
Some consider genius's fate's blessing, but I see it as a tragedy more than anything. The tragedy of finding success without understanding the importance of effort. There's nothing worse than a genius who trips and falls. Just like my grandfather. And that's why you hate the word genius?
Count on it!
My grandfather serves as an important lesson why you must never be deceived by words like genius. Relying on my own effort, I will reach greater accomplishments than anything my grandfather ever did.
You hear me?
So we have to work hard to build the society where those who put in the most efforts are properly rewarded. I see. I can agree with him, but Taka and I aren't the same. I can't reach for those kinds of big dreams. But you know, Makoto, I'm really happy. I figured this school would be full of geniuses. I mean, I thought everyone would be my enemy. I never imagined I'd meet someone here I could share my story with. I'm so lucky to have met you here. This kind of thing only happens once in a lifetime. I hope we can stay close and combine our efforts to shape things the way we want. Yeah, definitely.
Got it!
Okay, we have to keep on studying. I feel like I've come to understand Taka a lot better. I think we finally become friends in the truest sense of the word. So that's the end of Taka's report card, and this will be the end of my post-commentary for these videos. So next time, we'll be back with live commentary and Hifumi Yamada. See you guys next time.